dared thought to lie between maiden's legs.
Refers to sex as something that he will never be able to experience.
The undiscovered country.
Referring to undiscovered territory / an undiscovered experience.
Sith, I have cause and will and strength and means to do it.
Hamlet is saying that he has reason, desire, physique, and opportunity to have sex. All of the reasons on earth why he should, and yet he is unable.
How weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable.
Hamlet may be talking about his experiences with sex and or his penis.
Up, sword, and know thou will more for attempt.
He is willing himself to get an erection, either now or at some future opportunity.
I'm sorry.
It's alright.
No, like I'm really sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Maybe tomorrow? Celia, wait. Come back.
No. And how can it happen to speak, my Lord, when almost all the holy bells? She admits that they haven't completed all the vows of a couple, assuming that they missed the biggest. They have yet to have sex.
And from her fair and unpolluted flesh.
Laertes says that Ophelia is still a virgin, which proves that her attempts to have sex with Hamlet were unsuccessful. Hamlet, come in, sit down.
Have you found anything?
The tests we ran were inconclusive, and after reviewing your previous tests and going over your file, we've determined there's no physical factor that is causing your impotence.
What do you mean? Like, then why is this happening?
There has to be a psychological reason behind it.
So what now what happens?
Psychoanalysis. Basically, I'm going to interview you and some of the people you know, and it's going to determine the mental factor that is causing the impotence, and from there we can proceed with therapy and or drugs.
But I've already been interviewed.
This will be different. Instead of talking about the impotence itself, we'll be talking about you, your life, your various relationships, your past experiences, your mental state, things like that.
Okay, anything that'll fix this. For use almost can change the stamp of nature.
Hamlet believes that perhaps practice, or perhaps by some other means, he will be able to cure his impotence. Ophelia, you're here to discuss me your feelings, and we're going to get to the bottom of Hamlet's simple problem. So, just so you know, everything you tell me is confidential, and I just want to know what's going on. Okay, well, at first, it was love at first sight. It went wonderful. We started getting together more often, and then it kind of grew from there. So we kind of started taking the relationship to the next level. And, well, that didn't go so well. And I have Lady's most rejected wretched, the sucks the honey of his most vows no peace. She says that she is stupid because she believed him when he said he could have sex. Why? Doesn't he love me? Am I not good enough for him? Like, seriously. What did he do afterwards? Afterwards, I just went home and I kind of discussed it with my brother and my dad, and they basically said to stay away from him, to avoid him at all costs, don't speak to him anymore, and it was kind of easy to avoid. I shall the effect of the lesson keep as a watchman to mine heart. She readily agreed with all of her heart to stop seeing Hamlet. Tell me about your father's death.
He was murdered, poisoned by his own brother.
You seem pretty angry about it. Have you ever tried to get revenge?
The dull and muddy, meddled rascal, Pete.
Hamlet lacked in spirit, passion, and ability to act on his desires.
I've tried. I mean, I've planned it out. and I know it's what my father would want, but every time I try to do it, something comes up, and then I can't do it anymore.
Why not?
I don't know, like, I have the desire, and I can get the emotion to do it. It's just, I can't actually physically perform the act. Like, I can't kill him. Must, like a whore, unpack my heart with words, and fall a curses like a very giraffe.
He's disgusted with his inability to act, and can only express his feelings with useless words. Hamlet saying letters though, didn't he?
He kept trying to abuse me, saying, never doubt I love. Which, to be honest, I doubt him way too much. He definitely does not love me enough.
Doubt thou the stars are fire, doubt that the sun doth move, doubt truth be a liar, but never doubt I love.
Hamlet is telling Ophelia that she can doubt his passion and his ability to have sex, but cannot doubt his love. So he came to leave, and
Yeah, he practically attacked me. He was trying to prove that he loves me.
what did he tell you?
He told me that he was impotent, and it wasn't my fault.
Did you forgive him?
No, he attacked me. I told my father, who took me straight to the king.
Did he talk to you?
He came later, and we talked, and he was angry and didn't understand why I was upset.
I did love you once. You should not have believed me, for virtue cannot so inoculate our old stock, but we shall relish of it.
Hamlet is saying that he used to love Ophelia. Well, Ophelia responds with, I used to believe that you could make love to me. And Hamlet then says that she should never have believed that of him, and a new woman, or Ophelia, isn't enough to get rid of an old problem. He says the old problem still remains, and he is unable to have sex with her. Okay, on a side note, Hamlet, why did you stay in mourning for so long?
I mean, like, he was my role model and everything, but, like, especially when it came to love. The relationship that he had with my mother is something that I, like, aspired to, and it's always something that I wanted when I got older. But I guess I wasn't just mourning his death, I was mourning his lost relationship as well. So, like, if I can't stay and keep a relationship how it's supposed to be, like he couldn't with my mother, how is anybody supposed to do that?
How about your mother? Isn't she in another relationship?
My mother and Claudius, yes.
You don't approve.
It's devastating, like, running around as if they're teenagers in love. Like, what is that? Proclaim no shame when the compulsive ardor gives the charge.
He's clearly jealous of the fact that his mother and uncle can have sex whenever they feel like it. You don't believe it's love?
Try lust. If my mother had any decency at all, she'd still be mourning my father. But instead, the only motivation she has is her sex drive. Like, she's so completely driven by lust. Women are so weak.
You seem to have a very negative disposition towards women.
I hate them. I hate all of them. They just walk around and try and seduce you. Like, if you can't deliver what they want, then they're done with you. They just throw you out like trash. They mock you because unlike them, sex can't just happen. It doesn't just come whenever they want it to. Frailty is that name is woman.
This shows his hatred towards women. What about other men? Do you feel angry because they have the ability to have sex?
All of the time, but mostly I just feel incompetent. What would he do had he the motive and a cue for passion that I have?
Hamlet's jealous of other men's ability to act on their passion. Why were you upset?
If we can't have sex, we can't have an intimate connection, how do I know that he truly loves me?
There's more that was in there.
He's the prince. He has responsibilities. Do you know what happens if we don't produce an heir? Everyone will blame me.
So why did you stay in contact with him?
I still love him and still want to be with him, but I just can't get over the fact that he's victim.
Heavenly powers restore him. She loves Hamlet, so she asks God to fix his ailment, to take away his impotence, so that they can marry properly. Yet, most people wouldn't be able to tell you're feeling this way.
I keep appearances. I mean, like, I act bold and confident around women my age, and I act cocky and tell crude jokes around other men. I have to. If people found out, it would be the end. I mean, like, I'm the prince. I'm second in line to the throne. And I feel that it's my responsibility to produce an heir. My subjects need to respect me, and they need to see me as a strong man and a competent leader. Like, I'll never have their trust and support if they ever found out. I can't be impotent. I just can't. The cat will meow, and the dog will have his day.
Hamlet is saying that one day he will be able to speak to her.
After reviewing Hamlet's file and going over the interviews, I've determined that his impotence is a direct result of his father's death. He lost the role model he had with his father's loving, successful relationship, and now believes that he himself will fail at love. This explains some of Hamlet's behavior throughout the play. His inability to act in any sense, like not being able to kill Claudius, his wanting to take away symbols of other men's manliness, such as Polonius's beard and making Osric wear the funny hat. It explains his anger towards his mother, and also explains his depression and suicidal habits.